I accidentally hit the wrong button there. I muted the wrong thing.
Hey!
Congratulations. Welcome to streaming. Welcome to Scuff.
Let's go!
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday night. That means that it's time for Hammering It Out, the little podcast show where I like to feature VTubers, both new and established, and just hang out and talk. And today, we have a very special guest. We have the Pretty Knight, fresh from Anime North. Hi.
Hello.
Sorry, I should have queued. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm
just like, yes.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, and my guess is that I don't know where you've been, the Pretty Knight is a really big VTuber supporter on TikTok, on Twitter, and yeah, as I said, just recently came from the big convention, Anime North, and yeah, I've been looking forward to having a sit.
My arm's tired.
Yeah. It was a round trip flight. I mean, geez, how does she do it?
Oh no. I don't know, it's glitter and hope and sheer determination not doing a crap.
There you go. I was half expecting the Nyan Cat rainbow run thing, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, this is something I've been looking forward to, just getting to sit down, talk, relax, and like I said in our correspondence, this is a chance to meet a new friend. So
it's I should say, yeah, it's very nice to finally like actually get acquainted with you, and thank you very much for this opportunity, Lascar.
Absolutely. Well, it's an absolute honor for me as well. So yeah, chat is going to be open tonight to any potential questions, although my connection to chat doesn't seem to be working real good. But okay, here it is. All right, I've got yeah.
Everybody, let's riot! Let's riot against Laz's chat.
Oh, it's not them! It's not them! But yeah, so I've got a chat window open. It's not the chat window because that's not working. I have a chat window so I can read your messages, and we're just gonna relax, talk, whatever subject crosses our minds, and we're just going to enjoy the good vibes as we walk through the forest.
Heck yeah, we're gonna vibe, strive, and maybe survive, because nature. But nature's very pretty.
Yeah, nature's very pretty, but it's also, there are too many friend-shaped things that aren't friends, so...
Hey, hear me out, though. Hear me out. Laz, you gotta hear me out.
Okay, alright.
If bear dangerous, why around? If dragon dangerous, why is it friend-shaped scaly cat thingy?
Dawn Creek 2007 is stalking me.
Oh, okay.
I need an adult.
Okay, I just gotta follow, which means I need to do a few push-ups. Just anything that I didn't cover.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing that you do.
Yeah, trying to keep myself from being sedentary while I'm streaming. So while I do these, if I missed anything in the initial intro bio, please share. One.
Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, like while you flex, I'll introduce myself.
3.
Hello, greetings folks. My name is Lori, aka the Pretty Knight. I am your local magical knight who got bullied into becoming a VTuber because, yeah, I kind of, finished my duties as a magical knight and now I have nothing else better to do. And now I'm here.
Hey.
I'm here with a pretty orc person.
Yeah. And
I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
We did it.
Yeah, it's exercise stuff is quickly becoming the new hydrate redeem in this chat. So
Yeah, I gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Get them gains. Gotta get some strong arms for
Strong.
carrying your homies.
I got to carry the homies. But yeah,
Exactly. That's the only reason, just for hugs and carrying the homies off into the sunset.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so let's go. Hey, yeah. So we can go over just a quick Q&A for everyone to get to know you. So right off the bat, why and when VTuber?
Okay. So I kind of would, give peeps like an abridged version of what happened in chat. But here's like the whole shebang for everyone who don't know. So, way back when, and by way back when I mean like just like a couple years ago, I think like back in 2022, I decided like, hey, I'm gonna like, maybe expand my social media and like try to make like vlogging and like, these short videos as an actual thing. Like maybe I can like get monetized. That means I'm gonna have to get some sort of business stuff and like logos and like graphics. So I got inspired by my friend Lovely Lore, who is a fellow J fashion enthusiast, who has like a little banner that features like a 2D version of herself. And I was like, oh, I'll do that. I'll commission my friend, who is like a pretty established illustrator that is known for like replicating retro anime vibes, like Sailor Moon and like Pretty Cure. His name is Uki the Frog on Twitter. If you folks wanna check him out, by the way, wink wonk.
Oh, please. We'll include all the links in the chat when I can get them. So.
Yeah, very, very good friend of mine. I miss him dearly, and his brother. He and his twin brother. They are both illustrators, and they're super talented, and I appreciate them so much. But anyways, I commissioned art from him, and like of course I got that little standy uppy design of myself. And it was just basically like, it was basically, like 2D me. It was based on like one of my favorite coordinates that I always like dress up in most of my TikTok videos. And I was like, that was at the same time when I actually started like delving more and more into the VTuber community. It started like when my friends who I used to LARP with, mind you. Also, yeah, I used to be a LARPer. My LARP friends got into VTubing, and I was like, I will support them, follow on them on their socials. And when you follow a VTuber on your socials, especially on TikTok, the algorithm is gonna say, hey, this person likes moving JPEGs on Twitch. Let's show them more. And of course, I found more.
Hit him with the dopamine.
Yeah, exactly. And like the one thing that sealed my deal was funny delinquents on TikTok, and thus began my descent into the rabbit hole. That's how I managed to get mistaken for a VTuber on Twitter, because I used my graphic design, which, mind you, I was originally going to use it just for business cards and social media banners. Nothing else.
Okay, so when you said you were bullied into being a VTuber, you weren't kidding. Oh
yeah, I got mistaken at first because I was like, oh, people do like introductory tweets. I'll do that too, but using like my 2D design, be all like, hello everybody. But because I was following VTubers already, other VTubers thought I was one of them. They're like, oh my gosh, I love your design.
One of us.
Just like your model. Yeah, basically, I was like, oh no, they think I'm one of them. Day 373, they still think I'm one of them.
They are VTuber IRL. Don't listen to the lies. Jiva very okay. No, it's no, but it. I can just imagine everyone in your comments section going like, hey, you're a VTuber. No, I'm not. You're a VTuber because we say you're a VTuber.
Yeah, pretty much. Everybody is just like, nah, it's decided. Like you are one, and you're going to become one. This is not a request. This is a threat.
I am no longer asking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, there are far worse things to be bullied into. Me, I mean, literally, it was, I kind of almost sleptwalked into this. The whole, like I said, I was with an RPG group that was making characters, and then someone made a goblin monk, and we started making characters against type, and I thought, you know, orc that makes jewelry, which eventually became a blacksmith, and, you know, it became such a popular character, and then someone said Lesgar VTuber when, and I kind of laughed, and then it was like 6 months later I was clicking the button for, you know, start stream, and then I was like, wait a second, how did I get here? It just
the Moon Bear, how did I get here?
But, no, I mean, despite the fact that it was like one of those, you know, just kind of wandering into it, it's been one of the, because I did IRL. My story sounds a lot like yours, Jiva Varia. Well, yeah.
I like Jiva. I'm so sorry for saying this, but like, to me, like, I can just hear your VTuber story is like, I came out of the box, disassembled, and then someone assembled me with an IKEA manual. The end.
Yeah,
now I am Jiva.
Oh yeah, yeah, IKEA, the Swedish for where does this bolt? IKEA, Swedish for where does this bolt go? But
and then the magic and love of Sugoi energy just like channeled through Jiva, and that's how he came to life.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I did a lot of I did some IRL streaming beforehand, and I never felt like any kind of you know, like, you know, real. It felt like I was on an island in the middle of nowhere, and then I gave Vtubing a try. I said, like, you know, on a lark, because I had given up IRL streaming because I had kids, and I've, you know, recently they've gotten old enough that they don't require 24-hour observation. So I thought, why not get back into streaming? And, you know, and, you know, the wheel had already started rolling to become a VTuber. And I just kind of started introducing my character on Twitter, and the response I got was, I mean, I've been in communities of fans before, like Star Trek and Star Wars fans. I've been to conventions, and I gotta say, the embrace I got from the VTuber community was so much better. The energy was so the energy was so positive, it was infectious. So when I actually clicked,
and I find that you connect me so fast.
Oh yeah, no. They all it's basically, you knock on the door on most communities and you open it themselves and they'll say hi and go back to what they're doing. You open the door to the VTuber community, they will grab you by the shoulders, pull you in, get you a drink, and have you sit with everyone.
I kind of describe it as a very loving chokehold.
Oh yeah, that's probably the best way. You get bullied by nice feelings.
Exactly. Like, you're going to enjoy yourself, and you're going to make friends, and you're gonna like it. You hear me?
So help me God.
Appreciate you.
Did I just hear someone say they're not having a good time?
Someone just like rapidly approaching. You got the anime zoom.
They're just standing there menacingly.
Menacingly.
Oh, yeah. Ven's
always in your wall the whole time.
That's my friend and my editor right there. So yeah.
Well, in this case, the VTubers are on my wall.
That's true. You were saying you remade your wall. Did you have to take everything down and rearrange it for the new year?
I did. So, okay, Laz, I'm gonna say it right now. This is just a joke. It was just a joke originally, because I'm like, you know, the whole gacha koi culture, or like, you know, hyper fan culture of like, gosh, my Oshis are so sugoi. Oh, woo. I wanted to make fun of that. By like, you know, having this inspiration from Market that they did during a convention, because they're like, oh, we're gonna do a VTuber wall, like, you know, post your picture of your like your PNG or some shiz at the con, and like, yeah, it'll be fun. I'm like, what if like, you know, a freaking fan did that for like giggles? And yeah, I'm literally like against my wall of VTubers. Like I have my back against like a couple of them right now as we speak. I don't know how to feel about it.
Gotta catch them all. Plink, thank you.
VTubers.
Oh, I can just imagine having like a plushy Pokemon ball, and if you actually saw a VTuber, you'd try to throw a little Pokemon ball pillow at them or something.
I like somehow like I pull out a hat out of my pocket, like put it on and turn it around and be like, I catch you. Go, Pokeball.
Was there a particular VTuber that really inspired you? Or I mean, you know, I know you're kind of in the
Okay.
right.
I'm kind. Oh, there we are. Okay, there you are. I was like, Chica,
Oh.
or the last.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
No, it's okay. I'm here.
Okay, I was like, because like you were saying like you were kind of, and then like everything went silent. I was like, oh no, did my Wi-Fi go up?
Yeah, I have a habit of if I'm talking and someone is interjecting or providing the information, I'll be quiet so I can absorb it. So.
Okay, yeah, my bad.
But yeah, like I was saying, I know you're kind of in the I wouldn't call it the interim period. I would call it the preparatory phase. But I know that you've absorbed quite a bit of VTuber energy already. Is there any particular VTuber that you find inspiring, or one that got you to say, "Yeah, that's what I want to do"?
Okay, yeah, like well, definitely my friends who, you know, got me into this rabbit hole in the first place. Some of them, like, they don't really stream that much anymore, and I wish them all the best, and I hope that they're okay. They're very much a big inspiration for me to, like, you know, really push this. One of them in particular, Lilium Lycor, has been, like, very encouraging, for me to, like, you know, step into it and, like, giving me all sorts of, like, sources to start out on and give me options, too. Very much like the delinquents that I follow too, Luzar, CG Bosu, and like Goemon too. Like they're so high energy, and they're like also like very chill with very tight knit friend groups too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I myself, kind of the tipping point was watching the interactions between Iron Mouse and Connor. They just seem to be having a genuinely good time, and you know, I learned more about what Iron Mouse's situation was, and I realized that you know, VTubing is a way to provide absolute freedom. So that was always the thing. But the chaotic energy I enjoy were from a lot of the VTubers that I met when I was in pre-debut and just starting. Particularly one of my best friends, Undying Arashi, and Adora Bunny. They've just been, you know, chef's kiss. Huh. They've always been ready to help. Oh yeah, no. For real, if you get a chance, please check them out. Especially Undying. Yeah. She just had her re-debut with her new Siren model, and Dora's going to be having her re-debut on the 11th. So
yeah, I think I saw Dora Bunny's debut trailer on my timeline. I was like, oh, she seems cute.
Yeah, and she's freaking out at how many people are bookmarking her tweets. So
He's being perceived. That's what happens.
Yeah. I mean, I was being honest. I said, you know, the reason I'm bookmarking is because I can't really type on my phone. I'm saving it so I can properly reply to you later when I get to my computer. And she's just going like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Exactly.
I feel called out. Yeah, so, as we mentioned this already, you just came back from Anime North. So,
I did.
Yes, you did.
Oh boy.
Oh, please. I've been trapped in this house with my kids. Regale me with stories. What's the outside world like? Do restaurants still exist?
Oh gosh. Yes, they do. And funny enough, I was at my hotel was actually literally blocks away from the local Hooters.
Hooters is still around?
Oh yeah, it's still around. At least in my side of Maple Land.
Oh, because weird thing is that the weird thing is that the Hooters near the military base here closed, which is like the last place you would think.
Say interessant.
But anyway,
telltale sign.
Yeah. Oh, that's an upgrade. The Hooters I used to live near closed and turned into a Korean barbecue spot. Hey, that's an upgrade.
Not bad. Mm-hmm.
But
I'd like to have a KBBQ spot outside my hotel.
Yeah.
But funny, I don't think I showed you the picture yet, Laz, but I have to show you the picture of the amazing sign that Hooters provided during the con. What nearby restaurants around the venue used to do is that they would try to like create custom signs or because you know sometimes they have like 20% off like specials or happy hour like with those signs, but they would often do like messages for Anime North. Hooters decided to be extra special. I'm gonna send it to you right now with their sign when Anime North came around.
Oh my god! You had one job. You had one job. Okay, for those of you who can't see this, it's a Hooters sign where it says "Welcome Anime," spelled ANAMIE.
Welcome, Anime.
Anime. No, Ben, I'll send it to you. Don't worry.
Beautiful seeing that. Yeah, please send it to them.
Good lord.
Me and my roommates. I will be an anime VTuber. Let's go, Jiva.
A VTuber named Animia.
Made my day. Oh my gosh, let's go. Animia Hooter, let's go.
Oh, yeah, a Hooters girl who becomes a VTuber named Animia. Okay, there we go. We just created a brand new character.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that must have set the tone for the whole...
Yes, and yes, it did set up the tone. Definitely did.
Yeah, where was Anime North? Oh, God, I'm so out of it. Where was it exactly?
All good. So, yeah, it is in Toronto, in the magical land of Canada.
Oh,
so I like to call Maple Land.
Oh, yeah.
The only city that people care about is Maple Land.
Time to throw the chair into the trash. We got a new idea. What? The chair?
Yeah. No, Jiva, don't toss yourself.
The land of Timbits.
Yes, the land of Timbits. Whereas, what do you guys call Dunkin' Donuts? The little bite-sized donut thingy.
We call those munchkins. At least they did like 5 years ago. The last time I had
munchkins.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So Tim Hortons calls them Timbits?
Yeah, because they're little bits of donuts from Tim Hortons. They're Timbits.
Okay, that's clever, and that is more. That gets 2 thumbs up. Okay.
It's pretty cute. I'm not gonna lie.
But
I will say the one thing that isn't cute is the quality of Tim Hortons coffee.
Oh,
I'm
really?
sorry. I'm Canadian. I'm like, and I don't like coffee, but oh boy, Tim Hortons coffee, it's something.
It exists.
Yeah, like one of the attendees that came over to visit from like they came over internationally to try Tim Hortons, and they were just like, yeah, I tried it once. I don't have to try it again.
Yeah,
like,
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, that sums it up.
I'm done. Thank you. Nah.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to think that places like Starbucks had really good coffee until I realized that the flavor that I was picking up that I didn't really appreciate was the fact that at least the Starbucks in my area, they were burning their beans. So I ended up making my own coffee, and for Christmas, I received a coffee bean grinder and a stainless steel French press. So I've been a bit of a coffee snob run since then. So
caffeine connoisseur, if you will.
Exactly. The biggest
folks, look at Lasgar being so fancy.
That's right. When I drink my coffee, the pinky finger goes up.
Hey, let's go.
But yeah, apparently I make my coffee entirely too strong for the rest of the family. So
well, then you're gonna have to try harder then.
Exactly. But yeah, the other thing that I saw from all the Twitter posts was that you managed to meet quite a few VTubers IRL and managed to get handshakes.
Oh gosh, yeah, she was saying that uncensored hand holding.
Yeah, I know that on my timeline. I wasn't ready for that.
It was uncensored too. The friggin' audacity of me.
I know.
That's the most spicy you're ever gonna see of me, lads.
It's just scrolling through my timeline. It's like, hand holding.
Hand holding jump scare.
with none of that blurring warning tab.
Exactly. I honestly that's one of the running gags that I absolutely loved seeing, like from this community going in. Because it's so wholesome at the same time, like the fact that people get so friggin' worked for the sake of comedy. I'm like, I'm living for this and I would love to do this. So like when I first met some people who are local to the community, before Anime North, I actually have recorded footage of me like taking their hands. And what I was gonna do, I was actually gonna, like, whoever I met, I was actually gonna like make just a video compilation of me like taking their hands and like doing a dramatic zoom, like, wow, so spicy.
Yeah, you could have 2 edits of that one. You could have one just like that, and the other one that as soon as the hands touch it, mosaics.
The world just like distorts. The balance is undone. The immersion has been broken. Sorry, folks. I already took your Oshis.
Revolutionary Girl. Oh wow, yeah.
Oh, I
no, with the outfit that I saw that you put on in prep for the convention. Yeah, you could probably pull that off easily.
Funny enough, Jiva, that's actually one of my inspos for my design, actually.
I remember when I saw the video that you were on your way to Anime North and you were like, on my way to a convention, and then you just subtly put in Law and Order music while you were looking around. I liked that.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite ones, and I'm like, the convention is coming back. I have to do this, and ironically enough, I did not seek anyone out because I was way too busy running around the con.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I have to substitute for the fact that the closest convention I can get to right now is Emerald City. That's the one convention I could actually make it to. And last time I was there, I actually met Amelie. So for roughly 10 minutes, Amelie knew who I was, both as a IRL and VTuber. So I consider that a minor victory.
Yeah, let's go. I've never like really interacted with her content aside from her song stuff, but like
Yeah, I mean, there's also the Dress Up Darling stuff, where she did the dub.
Ooh. Yeah. I need to get back on anime, lads. My knowledge is like 15 years late.
Yeah, same here. I mean, you're gonna ask me about my favorite anime, and I'm gonna like pull an obscure Gundam anime from before even Gundam Wing existed, and you know, I was more about Gundam when it was about at a roughly BattleTech speed rather than insane caffeine speed. So.
But you gotta get them cool Sakuga shots for your desktop.
Yeah, I do. But if I did that all at once, I wouldn't have any goals left to achieve. So.
I know.
But yeah, is there any anime that is either on right now or on the horizon that you want to just snatch up and binge watch?
I think the most recent one that I have the most engagement in was Komi-san Can't Communicate.
Oh, the one that yeah, I've seen the memes, but I haven't seen the anime yet. So
Cute, really wholesome stuff, and I love it so much. Like I've been like whenever me and Warrior Sis would be together, we would actually like binge watch a handful of episodes before going to bed, and it's basically been like our bonding anime.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Other than that though, like I tried, keyword on tried, getting into Demon Slayer, and then I was like, oh yeah, this is really cool, this is really pretty, and then like I don't know what happened. I think I got distracted by like other stuff and like just stopped watching.
Shiny thing.
It, though. Yeah,
Shiny.
Exactly. Like I have the mind of a magpie. Like you really like you gotta like strap me down if you want me to watch anime with you. It better like catch my attention, or else I might be like forcefully turning my head the other way because something is probably billowing in the wind outside.
Yeah, it's squirrel, but
yeah, exactly.
It's not anime, but I've been watching Vox Machina with some of my friends on on like a group watch parties. So
yeah, I have a friend of mine who's really into that.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen the first 3 episodes, and I've seen bits and pieces and clips, and it's really good because, I mean, the story behind it is really awesome, too, because do you know anything about the group that made it Critical Role?
I am aware of their existence and their impact.
Yeah.
Because, like, being in LARP, I do have a bunch of friends who are also trying to bully me into doing D&D. And I still, I have like done like one game, but it wasn't even finished.
Yeah, you can only be bullied into so many pastimes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's they wanted to basically make an animated short for their characters, so they started a Kickstarter with a $750,000 goal, so that they could make the 20-minute special of high enough quality. They turn on their Kickstarter. They hadn't even gotten to the live stream, and they were already at over $1 million.
Holy heck!
And by the end of it, they had raised, I think it was 11 or 12 million total.
Ooh, oh my gosh! Now that's a fan. Those are like fans that that like got your back. That's amazing.
Yeah. What happened after that is that they managed to get the animation studio and everything to make it and everything, and it's a very well done production. But then Amazon came along and said, like, hey, we're looking for more content for Amazon Prime. Would you mind putting it on our service? And, it became such a hit that not only have they confirmed that they're in their 2nd season, they've already confirmed a 3rd and a 4th season, but they're also making a 2nd series based on their 2nd campaign, Mighty Nine.
Ooh.
Yeah, Halfling. We're talking about Critical Role. We were just comparing animes, and I know Vox Machina is not anime, but it is what I'm currently into until I pick up my next overseas venture.
Happening like heard Critical Role and they came as fast as they could.
Yeah, no. If you want someone who lives in the walls, it's that guy. Did the next season come out? Yeah, season 2 is out and finished. They should have season 3 by the end of this year. I don't know if they're going to have Mighty Nine out before the 3rd season, but yeah, he has to fight the gremlins in the walls. Of course he does. So yeah, you had Anime North just recently. What you have anything big on the immediate horizon, or is it just okay, now what state?
Oh, like after the con?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I was literally I literally like finished unpacking, I think I think it was on Tuesday that I finally like unpacked everything. And like once everything was put away, the laundry was being done after the con, I sat down and I'm just like, huh, that just happened.
Yeah.
it was probably like, usually I am like pretty busy during the con because like I used to be very much into I still am. I was still very much I was very much involved with the J fashion events during the con.
Right.
Unfortunately, I will admit, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, folks, I felt that there wasn't really that much focus on J fashion events. I felt that they weren't really as prioritized in this year's programming as previous years were. So at least like I did have that other focus on, you know, my hobby and like VTubers to also focus on. It took over my entire weekend. I went to I participated in the fashion show, and then after that it was nothing but VTubers.
That sounds like an ideal weekend in my book.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any particular J fashion centered conventions, or is it just kind of something that is part of the convention circuit in general?
I find that most of the time J fashion events are mainly integrated into other conventions, like especially anime conventions, because like Japanese street fashion in itself, like it involves a lot of like unique styles, different color palettes, almost like, you know, camp characteristics that you can easily, like, if you don't want to cosplay, find like whatever, like you can always, like, you know, go in your favorite J fashion in your favorite J fashion style, and people will still be curious and want to learn like what you're wearing, or even like quote unquote who are you cosplaying. And most of the time when people ask who are you dressed up as, I always say I'm dressed as myself, and most of the time it blows their mind. Yeah,
this is just me with the volume turned up, that's all.
Pretty much, yeah. Like normally, yeah, like when I'm not in I mainly wear OG fashion, which is like more like frilly masculine presenting Japanese street fashion. I'm still in like, you know, pastels. I still have like, you know, cute kawaii patterns on when I'm not in, you know, when I'm not dressing up like a frou-frou prince.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the pastel colors work really well.
Would you kindly, a powerful phrase, don't you think? Familiar phrase?
It.
Would you kindly murder that child? I'm about to play Bioshock, hence the message.
Okay, Chaos, thank you. There's a little chat bot on screen that people can redeem points for to get her to say things. Chaos Nightmare is on his way to play Bioshock. He just brought up the "Would you kindly" phrase from the game. So
I was like, who are we unaliving? I'm sorry. I heard murder that child, and I was like, wait, what is happening?
No, that's that's all part of the whole Bioshock free will versus true power thing. So,
and that's why I'm not a gamer.
Yeah. And some of them, I mean, some of them are kind of like, geez, dude, do you need some help? But
Well, I shouldn't say like that's why I'm not a gamer. That's why wait, like that. What was I trying to? Oh gosh.
you were trying to say that
Phrasing
there's
is hard, Laz.
yeah, there's certain genres of games that you will not find me playing. Thank you for the Wilhelm scream. But no, I mean, to each his own. I'm never going to yuck someone's yum. If I mean, I myself, I don't play sports games, but I am never going to talk down to someone who is buys FIFA every year. So
I do distinctly remember like the one time I always like tell the story now. The one time when I told one of my VTuber friends, "Hey, yeah, I don't even have Steam," and they were so shocked.
well,
They were like,
yeah, I got to admit that's a little surprising to me too. But
because I honestly, Laz, like right now, my setup is just me sitting on my bed and my laptop on my lap. That's it.
hey, yeah.
So
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I am. For
then
now.
Great. That's all you need.
Mm-hmm. It's just that yeah, like the current laptop that I have, it can't store that many games. It's like a very small memory, so it's only good for like essential stuff. So that's why I am investing in a PC setup because I actually want to try. I actually like want to try and like join in on the fun.
Yeah. Well,
not stuck with you guys.
well, I mean, if you ever want advice, let me know. I actually had to get pretty deep into computer parts to build my setup, so I kind of know what works and what doesn't, kind of. So I could probably help if you wanted it.
I would very much appreciate it because I am coming in on this like fresh and new and not sure where the heck I gotta go. I'm like, I just want a big electric box that can store a lot of memories for both video games and videos.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
A pretty box, make colors.
Exactly. I just want the pretty box to like make colors and not erase everything and make sure it stores everything properly so that way I can do what I like to do and like play the video games with my friends. But when I told my friend that I don't have Steam, they were like, "So what do you do?" I was like, "I don't know. I outside." I was like, "Wow, thanks, Lori, for like rubbing it in on us."
No, I remember someone said this was an idle conversation. Someone said, "Yeah, I don't even own a TV," and someone turned and said, "You don't own a TV? What's all your furniture pointed at?"
Yeah, where is it pointed out?
You pointed it was just
Did
like
they answer?
no, they didn't answer. It was like one of those questions that is so deep you think, "Holy crap."
It's just like the guy is just like standing there in like sheer silence.
Yeah,
and you're just alone.
It's like the question activated the fight or flight response.
Yeah, exactly. Rapidly sweating, like, what's he gonna say?
Oh my god, what's a good answer? What's a good answer that doesn't make me sound like a psychopath?
What are they pointing at? I'm scared. I'm scared.
I mean, cheers to the guy who asked the question, but it's like one of those. Hold on, I think you stumbled on something, my friend. But let's see. What else comes to mind right now? Any Hollywood movies that you've been interested in seeing? Anything that you think would be worth in theaters?
Oh, I still need to see the third Guardians movie. I loved the first two.
Yeah, I need to see that as well.
That's been my comfort movie because I love found family tropes.
Yeah. I mean, Guardians 2 made me cry a lot more than I thought it was going to.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. But it's an absolute gem. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all!
I heard things very vaguely pointed out to me. But the main thing that I have been told is that this is going to like rip my heart out, tear it apart, stomp on it, but then like they just pick it right back up and just cradle it back into like
Oh.
health. It's just like, oh, okay.
Okay,
So I
right.
gotta get ready. All right.
That kind of reminds me of How to Train Your Dragon 3, because I knew going in that the director had basically
watch that one.
Going into that, the director basically said, this movie will explain why there aren't dragons nowadays. So,
Ooh.
and I was like,
Get ready for your heart to get wrecked.
yeah. It's just sitting there going like, sometimes foreshadowing is fairly obvious.
Mm-hmm. Have you heard of the new theme park that Universal Studios is making?
Oh no, I didn't hear about this one. What's this about?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Laz. Okay, so I really like to get into like, theme park vlogging because like I like to live vicariously, as you can tell from like being in the VTuber community.
Right.
Anyways, I've been seeing news of a new Universal park that is being like opened in Florida, and one of the lands that they're going to be building is supposedly based on How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, please. Please make my day. Please make my entire week.
Yeah.
Because, I mean...
It sounds really awesome.
I mean, the nice thing about the theme parks is that they understand that they have to really sell the idea, like, the whole Avengers compound and everything. That, I mean, you can, I know there are people who have problems with the way they've handled Star Wars, but the way they handled the mock Star Wars town has apparently been pretty good, minus the hotel kerfuffle that they had.
Oh my gosh, hearing what's gonna be happening in September, I'm honestly like both disappointed but also not surprised.
Yeah, no, I mean, it takes a certain separation from existence to think that you're going to fill a whole hotel with $6,000 2-night rooms.
Right?
Well, my model seems to be freaking out now.
Ooh. Laz, stay with us. What?
I live, bitch.
Yeah, let's go. Laz, don't go into the light.
This is so beautiful.
Like if you need help, start to like blinking rapidly and like with like separate eyelids.
But yeah, I mean, the part of the park where they built like the Millennium Falcon and all that stuff, I haven't managed to get there yet because, obviously a trip to Florida isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world, but
Oh yeah.
it's on the list.
Yeah, same. I think the last time that I was at any of the Disney parks, I mostly ever go to the one in Anaheim, was back in 2016, and that was when it was I think it was like during like the Diamond Celebration, and they had that Paint the Night parade with all the light up floats.
Ooh.
I am so sad I wasn't able to make it, all because my family members were insistent that we all go home together, and I'm like, fine. We're not gonna call a taxi for you. We're not gonna make you like be held hostage on the pavement and watch the seizure-ific light show with us. I guess we'll go home together. That's totally fine.
Oh, oh my.
Yeah,
I could actually feel the rocks shaking and rising.
Needless to say, me and Warrior Sis were a little bit perturbed at the situation.
Indeed. Oh,
Just a bit perturbed. I learned that word today, Laz.
perturbed.
Yeah, I'm learning some big night words. Woo!
Yeah, that's right. Here's another fun fact for you. Do you know where do you think Disney ranks in the realm of buying explosives for its fireworks?
Explosives?
Yeah,
I want to say number 1, but maybe it's like number 3.
they're number 2, second only to
Number 2.
the U.S. military.
I had a feeling.
Only the U.S. military
Like,
buys more explosives than Disney.
I had a feeling. I was like, there has to be some sort of American like state or like company that like.
Yeah, just always remember the House of Mouse is packing.
Oh, doggy. But I would love to come back someday. Like whether it is like in Florida or in Hollywood, I would love to see the Florida parks for the first time at some point.
Yeah, I actually grew up in Florida, believe it or not. Yeah, there was actually a camping ground theme park called Fort Wilderness, where you could actually just you could actually for like $30 get a plot, put down a tent, and you were technically a resort guest at Disney, which gave you the discount to the parks and everything.
Yo, what?
Yeah. It was just literally BYO bring your own hut. So, but we went there all the time because, you know, obviously it was a family vacation at Disney that could be afforded easily. And, we would go out there Friday. We would spend all day Saturday. We would visit like the pools, sometimes the water parks, walk through the woods. Because they made it a point to preserve as much of the forest as possible. And Sunday, we would pack up the tent. We would go towards the main trading post area, quote unquote. We would have a big breakfast, and we would spend Sunday in an actual Disney park, and then go home. We did that like twice a year.
Awesome! Like I do miss. Twice a year.
Yeah. That was how cheap it was back then, especially if you were a Florida resident.
Oh, lucky. I would love to. Oh, what fell? I heard a crinkle. I was like, oh no, the VTuber wall is dismantling.
Oh no. It's disintegrated. Someone Thanos snapped half the VTubers.
It did. Oh no, everybody's falling. Hang on.
Oh no.
I gotta get up and like rescue everyone.
Rescue.
Thank goodness like luckily like that's the good thing about being connected to a laptop. You can just like, I can carry the whole show in one hand and I can fix everyone's universe in the other.
Yeah.
Everybody's good.
It's kind of like Back to the Future, where he was talking about like, a portable television studio and a camera. But yeah, that is a nice
smartphones.
No, that's another nice thing about the whole VTuber realm is that you can be ultimately mobile, because I've actually broken out my model on my tablet and my phone for friends to say like, yeah, this is who I am. And I mean, I'm not microscopic, but I'm certainly not big, because I have yet to be recognized. So
Dude.
I'm kind of at that sweet spot where I can interact with anyone I want and make friends easily just by YOLOing contacts. While at the same time, I don't have to worry about my taxes.
Nice. Man, taxes.
Yikes. Yeah, it's the membership fees for the club known as this place.
Funny that you mentioned VTuber models and tablets. It reminds me of like during Anime North. One of my friends, who's an amazing artist, had the freaking audacity to like be productive during one of the VTuber meetups, and he managed to like finish one of his models during the meetup.
That's you mean he literally broke out his tablet and was cutting and rigging like right in front of everyone? Like in front of God and all his angels?
Yeah, pretty much. And like by like halfway through the meetup, which was like around like 1.5 hours, they were just like, "Oh hey guys, by the way, like I finished my model. You want to go see it?" I was like, "What? What do you mean you just finished it?" And they turned, yeah, they turn his like they turn their tablet around, and like there they are, like calibrating, schmoving and grooving all smoothly. I was like, "You are a madman." And at the same time, I fully commend your hard work.
I didn't know we were having a debut at lunch.
Exactly, Laz. That's exactly what I was like thinking. Oh my gosh. But I truly appreciate them. They're so talented. Alpine Showtime, if you folks are wondering. Wink wonk.
Yes, indeed. We're going to, like I said, everyone that Knight here wants to plug is going to get put out on tweets and right in the description. So I fully believe that. I mean, when I hit the higher numbers in Twitter, I realized that hey, you know what this means? When I retweet my friends, they're going to have more eyes on them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, really, when you think about it, that's really the biggest advantage about having numbers on Twitter is that you can reach more people. It's not like it's actual clout or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that's one of the things that I like about our community. Like we have our own circles and because we spread the word about folks that we want to see grow and like folks that we want to support, like our bubbles start to like merge and like circles start to connect, and like we have like such an expansive community, and yet like we are all so connected through the most unlikely things.
It's basically a family reunion where everyone is at furthest distance a first cousin.
Pretty much, like during Anime North, I was actually talking to one of the attendees who is like a pretty prolific in our country, and I was telling them like, oh yeah, like I got into the community because your friend is also my friend, and that's how I discovered VTubing. And they're like, wait, you know that person? I'm like, yeah, I've known them since my LARPing days. And they're like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Welcome back, Eva. Welcome back.
Hey, they have returned. Excellent.
The chair has returneth.
But it is a good feeling because, like I said, when I first came in, I didn't know exactly who to talk to because there was actually like one person who was interacting with me who I'm not going to say burned me on Discord, but like kind of rubbed me the wrong way and like was more interested in it was weird because it turned out I mean it might have been my first GFX bot, but
no.
Yeah, what happened was that like right after that someone else came in and said that they wanted to converse. I said like, well that's great, but could we converse here before I give you an invite to Discord, because I got a little bit of burn the last time, and they took offense to me wanting to keep things separated for the moment and then blocked me. And I was like, well,
gosh,
okay, that's weird.
Seriously?
Yeah, that was like that was like my first week, like a month before my debut. So
jeez, I'm so sorry that happened.
No, I eventually got over it because mostly because of the scale of interaction, I realized that that's actually really rare. That, to have that kind of a negative interaction. I mean, obviously I kind of regulate my DMs to make sure that bots aren't getting in. Because I will say that is one downside of the whole VTuber community is that since we commission so much art, because we kind of have to in order to get the ideas out of our brains and in front of the eyes of other people. Yeah, that, I mean, art scams are the biggest problem. I mean, look what happened with Bao recently.
I know. I just saw like some videos that came out and everybody sharing their stories. What a whole show that was. That is.
It's ongoing. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like, you know, you think you hit the bottom, and then, you know, another mainline VTuber goes like, you know, and the amounts of money are just, I mean, yes, there's the money issue, but there's also the trust issue, because they commissioned this work to be ready for these presentations. And even if they were to refund, sue them, and get like twice the money back, it doesn't matter. The event was essentially ruined.
Yeah, like that's why like ever since I found out about like GFX bots and stuff, whenever I do commission art of any kind, I always see what my friends have already commissioned. I always stick with and I always stick with my artist friends too. I see their prices, see their styles, and like if their style caters to like the idea that I want to execute, then I'm gonna stick to them. I'm gonna stick to my small circle of like artist friends and support them.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that than like, you know, make the risk.
I'm kind of the same thing as like when I want to get a commission piece, I kind of already have something in my head about what I want, and then I'll go hunting. I will go style hunting, and as far as commission work is concerned, overall, without a doubt, my philosophy is don't call me, I'll call you. Because
exactly.
I'm looking for a very specific fit to the image that's in my head. And there's also a list of artists that I've enjoyed their work so much that when they open up a slot, I go like, you know, hey, maybe it's time, and we'll reach out to them. But I will never accept a cold commission where they came to me, because I did that once, and that was an absolute nightmare. I gave them like $30 to commission an original illustration. They came back to me with a chop shop job of other commission work that I had done beforehand.
Oh my gosh.
And then they wouldn't leave me alone. They kept DMing me saying like, you know, hey, tell your friends. I'm going like, I am not even showing them this.
No, that's not how you do it. Like, that's why I'm always so... I will say this is a very spicy hot take. I barely ever answer anyone who starts their DMs with hi or can I ask you a question and nothing else.
No, the whole can I ask you a question is a dead giveaway. That's why I always just say right in the message, hey, you know, I like your content. I would like to talk with you sometime and possibly collab. I mean, that's how I reached out to you.
Exactly. And that's how, like, I'm going to say right now, Laz, like, that's how I knew, like yeah, like, this orc is legit. Like, and I've seen, and the fact that I have seen your content is another telling thing, of course, too.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, besides the point, like, that's how I feel that you should treat, if you are going to be, like, promoting yourself on this platform. I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent. I'm sorry, Laz.
Go for it.
Like, we're all trying to market ourselves. We are all trying to give that professional quality, not just to, like, our content, but also, like, like, for our connections, too. So, you're basically, like, if you are going to be introducing yourselves to other creators, you're basically going to have to make your introductory DM your cover letter.
Yeah. I mean, it's... so much of life is basically you have to approach it almost like it's a job interview. Everything from a first date to introducing yourself to someone new, because you have to represent yourself in a way that they'll say, yeah.
Exactly. Like, heck, when I was like, when I was friggin' brave enough to DM one of the guests at Anime North, like, because I wanted to make sure that they were comfortable with gifts. I basically like I carefully worded it out. I wasn't gonna be all casual, be like, "Hey, Oshi-sama desu senpai San-chan, can I give you like this and this and this? Ooh." Like I can't
Oh,
do that.
oh
Yeah,
God. Oh my God.
Can I give you maybe a gifty wiki to my Oshi
Ew,
senpai?
ew.
Ooh.
Ooh, ooh.
I will be. I'm sure you'll really likey wikey it. It's my hair.
Yes, it's my hair. It's not yours.
I put it in a Brady Wadey for you so you can keep it in a box forever.
Forever.
I, as you can tell, I love making fun of like gacha quiz and like that kind of culture in our
Yeah.
community.
Yeah. But
Hence why I have a whole freaking wall of VTubers. But yeah, like I'm not gonna be approaching the freaking convention guests with something so casual. Because this was like yeah, like asking him like a very personal question about this and seeing them in person for the first time. Like I gotta make that good impression. So I'm like I literally like addressed it as an actual letter, like to guest, for like my apologies for DMing you so suddenly on this platform. I felt this was the best to reach out to you like this. Blah blah blah. Let me know if there's any gifts that you are uncomfortable with, such as allergies, etc. I'm very excited to meet you. Sincerely, Pretty Knight.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, right there and then, you've proven that you're not a GFX bot or some other kind of scam. You've basically said, like,
Thank
here I am.
goodness.
This is what I honestly want. I I gave you a DM. Please respond.
Yeah,
But
exactly. Except like one of them was actually like really casual. Like when they responded, they're like, "Oh my, sure, you don't have to, but just so you know, like as long as it's not this, this, and this, and I'm cool with it. I'm so excited to see you." I'm like, "Oh, cool. Alright."
yeah, because I mean, look, that seems to be something that seems to be lost with some people about VTubers, is that in the end, we're people. Literally, behind this orc
Very much.
is a human being. Behind Pretty Knight is a human being. We are literally just
Yeah.
people.
Exactly. Just peeps just getting by, we're vibing and striving, like
We're vibing, we're striving, and
like,
we're
yeah, we just
surviving.
sort of chill. Exactly.
Really, that should have been the title of this stream.
Um,
But aren't VTubers AI? You
AI.
shut your no don't no.
Oh wait, hold on. I mean, oh no, immersion broken, resetting. Memeing and dreaming. I love that bando.
Yes, yes. But I mean, if we're counting Neurosama, then there's a 99.999% chance that the VTuber you're talking to is a human. So
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, I was gonna say something about presents and stuff, but then it completely blipped my mind.
it's okay.
Too busy laughing.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing is, if you want to reach out to a VTuber, just don't make it just the message hi or how are you doing or can I talk to you, because
At least try to avoid it.
yeah, the thing about it is that I can only imagine that most of the messages that are that short that have been tried to reach out to me, a significant portion of them were in fact legitimate people who wanted to talk to me. But the problem is that the prevalence of those bots that do nothing but scam, that do nothing but steal, has gotten to the point where I have to filter out those messages.
Yeah, exactly. It leaves a sour taste in your mouth, and like after like experiencing it, like of course, like it should be completely understandable if people don't interact with your message with like that specific type of wording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing is that you need, for everyone out there, don't take a lack of reply as personal. More than likely, they haven't seen your message yet. I mean,
Exactly.
I mean, it can be overwhelming. I mean, I only have a few hours a day to do this outside of my IRL responsibilities. And people who do this professionally, even then, there is not enough time in the day. So
Yep.
I didn't mean to go off on my own tangent about that, but
Oh no, it's all good. Like I had my turn and you get to have your turn. This is awesome.
therapeutic venting, as it were.
Exactly. Yeah. And I feel like like we should have these kind of like conversations as well, because it's not only like important for other people in the community, but also like if you're just a fan that maybe wants to talk to you, like wants to try and talk to your Oshis, but they don't have a PO box or anything that accepts letters, like take these into consideration at least.
I mean, that's one of the advantages I find. I mean, that's one of the nice things about the way I do things online is that on Monday I just bring in all my friends and anyone who wants to come in, and we'll chat while we play a game, and and things like this where I get to meet new people on Wednesday nights. By the way, once again, thank you for saying yes. And yeah, I mean, you would think that with everyone just looking at their screens and everything that people would feel more isolated, but what are they actually doing? They're interacting, they're sending emails, they're texting, they're talking.
Yep. And like we're already bouncing off of each other and like talking about all sorts of different things, and like look at how much time has passed.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. So yeah. Speaking of which, we got
raided my stream.
we just got raided.
Quick, hide the stuff.
Brainy the RPG cat.
Wait, Brainy! Wait, Brainy! You're on my wall, right? I think you're on my wall.
Is Brainy on your wall? Hey, bonus!
I think they are. Yeah, Brainy, you're the one with the cute hat and like the snazzy wizard coat, right?
I think so. Yeah, that's them.
It's like, oh my God.
You're on my wall.
Yeah. Wait, where did I put you? Oh, you're up there. You're on the top.
Okay, I have to do I have to do some squats for Brady for their amazing community, and as a thank you for deeming me worthy of your audience.
Thank you so much, Brainy. Welcome on in, folks. Thank you for visiting Laz.
1,
It really means a lot.
2, 3, and 4. Oh God. Dem games.
Okay, y'all gonna get some thunder thighs. Let's go.
That's right. Be able to jump all the way to the roof in a single bound. But Brainy, once again, thank you for deeming me worthy of your audience. Time is the most precious commodity, and you've given me some of it, and I appreciate it deeply.
I appreciate you very much. On the subject of legs, like I definitely did a lot of walking during Anime North. Like legit. So funny, like the kind of funny story, but like very interesting. The hotel that my group chose wasn't one of the associated ones with the con. We decided to go with one that was like a bit further out. For some reason, Google Maps said that the walk from our hotel to the convention hall was 1 hour and 9 minutes. And I'm like, bullshiz. You know what? Let's actually walk this out, time this, and prove Google wrong. Turns out, yeah, it was wrong. It was like literally 30 minutes. But still.
They weren't anticipating the strides.
Yeah, exactly. And like also the way that the route was is that it was making you just do a full detour when there's easily just you can just round the corner and just go right down like straight down the street over to the convention hall. I'm like,
It, go down this.
Google
Go
Maps,
down
let's
this
go.
way. Go down this way. Why though?
Yeah, it's just like yeah, just go up and yonder the hill, go through the airport, take an airplane and do a circle around, and then and then boom, there you go. Oh wait, you gotta go down the hill, and maybe down the road, gotta make a dip on the highway, roll down the highway, make sure to not hit any cars, and then you're at the con. It's just like
Yeah.
no.
Don't worry. Eventually, Google will also include a jetpack route. So that would
Yeah,
be
let's
nice.
go.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we definitely had like a good leg day. Good leg days, I should
Oof.
say, during the convention. Because you know, lifts cost money. Taxis
Yeah.
cost money, and we're like, you know what? We have legs. We have, the ability to walk for long distances. Got this, and we did. And you know what? I felt that like walking to the convention really helped with like amping up my energy.
Because you
heading over
had
there,
blood
too.
flow. You had blood flow.
Exactly, and like I had that adrenaline pumping up too. It was like that kind of like an anticipation until you finally hear the noises of the weebs getting louder and louder from a distance, and then you were looking to the horizon, and there they are. Just
start
just
talking like Steve Attenborough, going like, clearly you can hear the sounds of the weebs just down the hall. They call out to their fellow weebs in order to establish social circles. On the far end, you will actually hear the mating call. But yeah, that is one thing I've noticed whenever I do a convention. I mean, I spend almost all my day on my feet anyway, just, because if I sit down, the children see that as a moment of weakness to exploit. And, but even then, the amount that I walk on convention days is absolutely astounding. I mean, literally, like miles of foot traffic in a weekend. So by Monday, I can barely move.
Yeah, once it's all over, like you feel that burn.
Oh yeah. Oh, most definitely, yeah. Especially if you ended up with swag that you had to carry.
Oh, yep. That's what I find that like I think that was like the one benefit for me being so busy during the convention is that I literally had no time, almost like zero time to go to the dealer's hall and artist alley and do impulsive purchases.
Yeah, because that's always my weakness is artist alley. Not like, the mainline, toy store stuff like that. But I mean, I've met quite a few artists IRL, and they sometimes swing by the conventions I go to. So, and I'm all about buying the artwork to make sure that they can keep making more. So
Exactly. Like that's basically, yeah, I mainly just do my shopping at the artist alley. Like nowadays, unless my friends' fashion brands are, vending, I rarely go into the dealer's hall.
Right.
Ever.
I mean, I will walk through the dealer's hall for the same reason I used to walk through Toys R Us, but
Yeah.
I
Like window shopping.
yeah, window shopping. For a nice trip down nostalgia lane, going like, hey, I remember when you could find those easily in like, the toy aisle at Target or something like that.
I still roam the halls of Toys R Us wondering if they're going to have a proper Bionicle reboot, lads. A proper one.
Here, let me pour out
I'm
some
sorry.
gamer subs for my homies.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry to those who did like the Bionicle reboot, but that was my time where I pushed up my nerd glasses and I'm like, that's not my Bionicle.
No, when Toys R Us closed in the States, I was doubly sad because obviously Toys R Us is an institution, but they also closed Babies R Us. At the same time, our second kid was coming around.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that would be like losing Walmart just before you move.
And Mama Lasgar sobbed.
Indeed. Indeed. But from the ashes I arised. We discovered Amazon subscription services to just have the stuff delivered. So that was the other thing that I thought was really funny is that, I mean, less funny for other people, but during the height of the insanity when toilet paper was being basically hoarded, we would just get like a box brought to the house once a month. During the height of it, they actually covered it with tape so no one could see that it was toilet paper.
Oh, nice. That's smart. Gotta be strategic on that.
Yeah, you gotta be sneaky.
Mm-hmm. I remember whenever I worked at the boutique next door, at the grocery store, it was sometimes like, you know, the staff members from the grocery store would come over to visit us, and they would tell us like crazy stories about like, yeah, like, you know, we would have like whole families come in, like, you know, and they would split up and pretend that they're not associated with each other and buy like, you know, multiple stuffs for like rations and toilet paper, and then we would all see them just wait outside, not even like, you know, trying to hide the fact that they're all related. They all just gather up outside in front of the windows and go back to the car as a group. It's just like, okay.
Failed the stealth roll at the very end.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Like, well, we know who to blacklist at least.
There's enough stories about that whole period to fill a book, but I'm just glad that I mean, yeah, it's still out there. You still have to be careful, but we seem to be on the other side of the hill at this point.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
But I mean, that was one thing that I missed during that whole thing was that the conventions were closed. Because
yeah, definitely.
And I will say this though, everyone trapped in their house. How many people took up streaming? How many people took up VTubing?
Mm-hmm,
how many
exactly.
How many VTubers do we have now that we love watching that would not have started had they not been locked in their house? So
yeah. I remember like one of the VTuber like YouTubers, like he narrated how like, yeah, like, you know, 2020 was a really crappy year. Except for VTubers, baby.
yeah. It's our time now.
Out of the ashes we rise. I too give up my humanity to become anime.
The flesh was weak. I replaced with cell shading.
Cell shading and multi-layers. I am complex, senpai. I'm like an onion with all these layers.
It's good stuff. It really is good stuff. Brando, fact, I started because I was going in for an intensive treatment and was locked in the hospital. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Wow. There's an inspiration story right there for you.
Props to you.
I'm in the glass case of
emotion. Yo, yeah. Whenever I like try to tune in on Twitter, be like, "Hey, what's going on over here?"
No, yikes!
And
I just wanted to say hi.
Exactly. I'm just like, hi, folks. I'm just gonna be in my little corner. I'm gonna say good morning and just go back. Okay, bye.
Excuse me while I cry.
Like the movie Mean Girls. I feel like everybody just has to like go on VTube Studios, bring over their PNGs and like moving models, and do that one scene in Mean Girls where like they're doing the trust fall, where they're like, "I'm sorry, I did this and this and this to you," and they do this trust fall.
Yeah, and Mean Girls
I'm
was a
sorry, I
seminal
called you
movie.
stinky on stream.
Mean Girls was a seminal movie.
Oh yeah, definitely. I still want to do like comic recreations of Mean Girl scenes with a bunch of my himbo VTuber friends.
Oh no.
'Cause they love Mean Girls, and like I can easily just see a bunch of them like being the plastics, like some scenes of like some of my friends being in the place of Katie, like some scenes where I'm Katie.
I will keep you till 4.
I think like there was one time I actually like it reminds me of like one time I did Christmas art for one of my friends who like has a VTuber friend group, and like their little Christmas card that I commissioned for them was actually like a reenactment of the Jingle Bell Rock scene from Mean Girls, and they were all dressed up in the little outfits.
Oh.
Oh, I was pretty cute.
Well. Kind of at a loss. Yeah, that is awesome, Brando.
Mm-hmm.
That's taking the ashes that were handed to you and using it as fertilizer to grow something new.
Exactly. And you're still here, and that's awesome.
A VTuber remake of The Breakfast Club would be peak. Woof. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Just reenact all the movies, but with VTubers. I'm sure we can make this happen. We have the technology.
Please don't suggest that, because I will make that a show that I will put on my channel. I will find VTubers that want to reenact certain movies, like, whatever, and we will reenact it scene for scene, and we will stream that nonsense.
Oh man, I remember one time when like a huge VTuber group, like a huge friend group of VTubers, they actually like all gathered in one stream, and they all were assigned roles to read the Street Fighter movie script from the 1980s, and that was amazing.
Oh. Yeah. Taka actually did that recently with his, did he? No, that was a totally original production. Never mind. I got lost in the sauce there. But yeah, that actually might be a fun thing to do. Put out like a cult classic 80s movie, put out a call for VTubers that know the movie backwards and forwards, and just reenact the movie on a stream.
Exactly.
There's already a tool that you can use.
Oh my god.
Avatar tracking over actors? Oh.
Ooh. Say interessant.
Watching a group reenact the schlocktastic Troll 2 screenplay. Oh boy.
I vote for Blazing Saddles.
Oh my! I don't think we could do Blazing Saddles. Not without a healthy TOS violation.
Oh, Blazing Saddles, hold on. I heard of it, but this is the one with the Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder.
Yeah, that is a time capsule movie, if ever there was one. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to doing it off stream and then having then edit it so that our 3 hours of work could be edited down to 10 minutes that wouldn't violate TOS, but
understandable.
Ooh, The Princess Bride.
Yeah! Or heck, like we just reenact Shrek.
Reenact Shrek. Oh god. Who would play the orc? The ogre.
I wonder who. Oh man.
Oh.
I gotta stretch my leggies.
Hammies.
Stretchies. Sure to stretch, folks.
So that would be two that we could do, The Princess Bride and Shrek, I guess, if we ever actually did that as a project.
Yeah. That'd be amazing. Just anything to like reawaken the theater kid that I have repressed since high school.
Not sure if you can find a red-haired, green-skinned VTuber. Might take you a while to track him down.
Oh my god.
For Fiona, right? We got to get at least one Mel Brooks movie in there. If we're going to do a Mel Brooks movie, it's got to be Spaceballs. That's the funniest / least offensive one that I can think of off the top of my head.
I've only seen like clips of it. I really want to see it though.
I highly recommend it. It's one of those. It was basically Galaxy Quest back if it was made from the 80s, making fun of everything.
Still haven't seen Galaxy Quest either.
Oh wow, wow!
Yeah, I'm very uncultured.
I had Scotty beat me up twice last night. It was wonderful.
I'm going to say I'm just gonna be like nodding and say I understood that reference. I am cultured.
There you go. There you go.
I am a very cultured.
But it wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility. They remade RoboCop, where they had all the scenes done by different fan studios and then recut the movie together. It was the funniest. It was because the varying quality was like, some people did it in their basement for like $5. One guy, while another guy actually recreated the original RoboCop suit. But yeah, I mean,
Oh my gosh! Speaking of movies, Laz, I just seen like a little quote from Ryan Gosling on his role for Ken in the Barbie movie,
oh boy.
which I'm very excited to see. He quotes, "Ken's got no money. He's got no job. He's got no car. He's got no house. He's going through some stuff." Oh, gosh. Aw, he's trying his best though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing about the Barbie movie is that something like that is kind of like the Sonic movie in that it can only be one of two things. It's either going to be an unironic cult classic or it's going to be an absolute disaster. I don't think there's any way that it could be in between without being rapidly pulled in either direction.
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely know for a fact that like they're gonna amp up the camp, which I'm very excited for.
So long as they embrace what they are and not try to be what they aren't, it will be a good movie.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's when people try to hijack and piggyback other story elements onto other IPs rather than making their own original production that we end up with things that, so far out of what was expected that it just kind of jars you out of the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I get you.
I mean, let's see what else was.
The Super Cubert.
The Super Cubert movie.
Wow, that's a name I haven't heard. That's a name I haven't heard since what? When did Wreck-It Ralph come out?
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph.
I'm afraid of the year Wreck-It Ralph.
2012. Hey, happy 10th anniversary, Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh God, that's right. Oh my God, that was the worst thing that ever happened to me. Someone was doing a TikTok where they brought out a cassette player and they said, "This is an excellent example of music from the late 1900s," and I was like, "You."
Oh, late.
The late 1900s, as in the year 1997, and I was like, no.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
it's not that you're wrong, but you didn't have to artificially age me like 30 years right there.
Yeah, like. It's just like the way you said it is just like, okay.
Yeah. it would be like someone saying, like, in the closing years of the 20th century, it's like, no, 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 no.
Nope. No, thank you.
I literally became the Saving Private Ryan gif.
Thank you.
I literally became that gif from Saving Private Ryan where it goes from Matt Damon to the old man. I literally became that. Hearing that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, but I
Yeah, like we didn't realize that like Wreck-It Ralph was that old. I was like, oh, well, that's really saying something.
that was the other thing about Wreck-It Ralph, is that it was a good video game movie because it was about video games, but not about a video game. I liked it a lot. I really did.
I thought it was pretty cute. And that was kind of like a twist villain in a Disney movie that was actually not that bad.
Oh. No, I mean, basically everything about Wreck-It Ralph, you could tell it was made by a bunch of people who actually play video games recreationally. I mean,
And then they had to ruin it through Ralph picked the internet.
Yeah, there was that. Yeah, there was that. That's the thing about sequels, is that, you need to have an actual... It's not that it was a bad movie. They tried. It was remixing the flavors in a way that didn't work.
Me having flashbacks to all of them. Oh gosh.
Oh, how many? Yeah, it's. I am sick of the storm of the century of the week. I'm tired of it.
I mean, like, then there was like my reaction when I found out that Lilo and Stitch is like over 20 years old now. I'm like, ah, okay.
No, oh, damn it. Oh. Well, let me go grab my AARP card.
Hold on, guys. I think that means I can apply for financial compensation.
Where's my social security check, damn it? But on that, I think we've actually gone through the whole gambit of everything we wanted to talk about, right?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it seems like it. Like holding hands.
Yeah.
Animals.
Kind of just jumping around subjects right now, but if I remember correctly, we're coming up on midnight over where you are.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I am. Yeah, actually, they did look good. I was like, oh yeah.
And I do believe that you probably still have a travel dust to knock out of you via sleeping.
Unfortunately, yeah. Like even then today, after boutique duty, I was like, you know what? Before I go visit Laz, I think I'm gonna go film, and I'm just like sitting in there on the couch, being like, Maybe I'll just bake cookies and then I'll come over to Laz. Okay,
well,
yeah.
To be honest, the cookies were an excellent idea. So
they were very nice.
All right.
Very delicious.
So, as my guest, I believe as my guest, I'd like to ask them: is there any one of your friends who are currently online that we can raid real quick?
Let me see. I'm just gonna turn on the Twitch homepage and take a goosey look. I don't know what was going on with.
Gobbledygook.
Let me gobbledygook. Let's take a gander, shall we? Oh yeah, there's a lot. Holy moly. The fun part is is deciding who you're
Yeah.
gonna throw them at. There is Gur, the Yakuza lady. She is playing Yakuza 6 right now.
All right.
There is quite
You're-
a few people. Demi's playing
Yeah.
Zelda.
I don't trust my spelling, so you'll have to send me their name in the Discord chat so I can copy
Yeah.
and paste.
Yeah. Beep beep boop 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 boop. Yeah, I think yeah. Let's go. Let me actually just see how long Gur, as I call her,
How long they've
see
been
how
on?
long that she's been streaming, just in case. Yeah, because I'm like, that's the thing that I learned from the community is like when you are rating a friend, you gotta make sure that like you check how long they've been streaming for.
Yeah. That's happened where people have literally rated me as I was at my end of stream screen.
Yeah. And I was like,
It's the
that's
worst
what it's
feeling.
like.
It's the worst feeling because
Yeah.
they came to see you. They gave you gave you time and attention, and you were already out the door.
Exactly. Like luckily, at the girl, like she is very like concentrated when it comes to Yakuza, and like she can go for like a long times, playing that game series because she's very, as you can tell, from her
Yeah.
username, yeah, she's very much into the Yakuza series.
She's committed.
She's quite committed. Let me type. I think she should be okay. Yeah, I guess only like her second hour in. So let me type in the Yakuza lady in DMs. There you go. So if you want to,
Okay.
if you want to raid into her, you can do that. And there's yeah, she's with her man today.
Oh, hey, so a double feature then.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's actually like playing Yakuza with Goemon, the Green Dragon of River City.
All right, let me go through the pre-roll ads, and then we'll go ahead and we will rate them.
All right.
All right,
I
so
look over at that and I see like this brainy saying Lunchables. I'm like, yeah, you mean baby's first charcuterie board.
yeah, that was the thing. It's like, the reason we are all about the charcuterie boards is because we grew up on Lunchables and we're trying to get back. We're trying to claw back.
Exactly.
But yeah, so let me go through. Okay, so yeah, there's the end of the pre-rolls. So let me go ahead and get the ball rolling for a raid. So tonight, the Pretty Knight came and visited, blessed us with positive energy and some fun stories, and I have had a wonderful time. I hope you have had a good time too.
This was fun. I want to visit again. So if you ever want to like do some more like chitty chat,
Yeah. Well,
spilling
your
the tea, like just let me know, Laz.
Chitty Chat is always open, and as a friend, you have an open invite to join us for games like Among Us on Mondays. So if you Among Us, if you are ever free on a Monday night and you want to just come around and hang, just feel free. Don't even ask. Just drop on in. So
like commentate or even like maybe I'll actually download the game. Ooh.
ooh, hey, you know what? But yeah, I mean, we could use a commentator like it's a sports arena, a fight to the end or something. But until next time you see me, which will probably be Friday night, thank you once again for your time and attention. And I will part with these final words as always. Do what's good because it's good. Do what's right because it's right. And remember, we're in this together. So we are on our way out.
Thank you, folks, for coming by.
Thank you so much. And have a pleasant evening.
Good night, folks.
Okay, I think we're out. Yep.
Hey.
Hey.